Hello, this is Deboya with Black Education TV. I'm going to be revisiting a subject that I've spoken about before, and it's one of those subjects that is misunderstood, especially by those in the Black community. Now, I've gotten several questions on this topic since I did these videos years ago, but I just got another one recently in which I decided, okay, maybe I should talk about this again, because the question came from an individual who asked, how do they decalcify their pineal gland? Okay, this person is asking that for a reason. They asked it because they feel like it has been calcified. Okay, whether they were born that way or whether it took place over time. Now, I don't know if the person is black or white. I couldn't tell from their name. I heard that many Gentiles are born with a calcified pineal gland. I'm not how sure that is, or how true that is, should I say. But not the case with so-called black people or melanated people. Anyway, the subject of the pineal gland is one that a lot of people kind of tiptoe around because they don't understand the subject. Now, I must admit that in times past, as a Christian, I rejected the whole notion, not necessarily of the pineal gland, but the third eye. A lot of people refer to the pineal gland as the third eye. And because the third eye is attached to Egyptian culture, the terminology, people have deemed it to be wicked or evil. But when you call it what it really truly is, a pineal gland, is it really truly wicked or evil? If that is the case, if the pineal gland, which some people refer to as the third eye, is wicked, then you need to schedule yourself for a major operation to have it removed, because you have one. If you are a human on this planet, you have one. So if you think it's wicked, you need to schedule for that surgery and have it removed. Now, of course, I'm being sarcastic when I state that, okay? I'm trying to get you all to understand and to think. Now, as to the person who's asked how to decalcify it, you can look on Google and there will be all kinds of articles talking about how to decalcify it. But I did want to address, should I say, I wanted to address those who have in previous videos said that this is a wicked teaching, that they're surprised I'm even dealing with this. And why am I telling people to open up their pineal gland or do anything of the sort? Now, because of what we have been taught previously by Christianity or whatever it is we get ourselves off into, we call everything wicked without even researching or even listening to what people are talking about. We've called something that's in our bodies wicked because of what people have been able to do with having a clear conscious or a clear pineal gland. And no, I'm not calling the pineal gland your conscious. Okay? Listen, there are parts of your body, such as your hands, that can be used for evil. As a matter of fact, the tongue is one of the deadliest parts of the body. The tongue commits murder every day. The scripture says that the tongue is an unruly evil. In other words, the things that you speak against your brothers and sisters are more deadly than anything your pineal gland could do. Your hands are capable of committing all kinds of wicked, heinous acts. But are we calling for those to be removed? Your eyes are beholding things that they should not see. Are we calling for those to be plucked out? I hope you all are getting the point that I'm trying to make here. Because someone told you that the pineal gland is wicked or evil, you are calling it wicked or evil because you don't realize it's in your body. Scripture even says your heart is desperately wicked. Are you going to have it removed because it's been called wicked? The heart is desperately wicked. Are you going to have it surgically removed? With anything, family, you have to get understanding. The scripture says, in all thy getting, get understanding. Anything can be used for wicked. Your tongue, your heart, your hands, your foot, your eyes, your pineal gland. You don't remove these things or surgically remove these things because of the potential of wickedness. You just choose not to do wickedness. Choose ye this day. I'm having this conversation again, like I said, or should I say this? I'm addressing this again because I've had several people to ask questions as it relates to the videos I've already put out about the pineal gland. And I recently had another one. So I think it's a very good thing to understand, to research, and to study. You have to understand that the powers that be are using things to calcify your pineal gland. We need to be asking ourselves, why are they doing that? Not why are people trying to decalcify their pineal gland. People have been dumbed down to the point where they see that as something so incredibly evil or wicked that without any research, they will label you as wicked and evil for trying to repair your body from the damage that has been done by the powers that be, through the food, through the water, through the air. You were born with a pineal gland. In most cases, most people are born with it fully functioning. Or should I say, most of our people have a fully functioning pineal gland. And it's things that we do over time, things that we introduce into our bodies, things that we eat and drink, things that we have taken into our spirits that actually damage or hurt our pineal glands as we grow, as children grow older. I find it amazing that a lot of children are able to see things spiritually. I sometimes wonder if they can see into another realm. I've shared the testimony of how our son Shem, it looks as if he were looking at maybe an angelic being or something, because the way he would move his eyes as if he were following something. And then when he was a baby in his crib, he would lift up his hands in praise to Yah, like he was in his own little world of praise. And we would just watch him, you see. Even one of our cats. Now, animals are very sensitive to spiritual things. I remember a couple of times, two dogs that we had at the time, both of them are gone now, but they would see things and they would literally go just out of their minds. And you would look over like, what are they barking at? And you wouldn't see anything, as if they saw some type of demon or something. And it would just be so mind-blowing, their response to certain things. I remember one time we had two women come to our fence. And one of our dogs ran up to the fence and he zeroed in and made eye contact with one of the ladies. And he was growling and snarling and looking at this woman like he saw a devil. He wasn't responding to the other woman that way. And then when that woman proceeded to walk around the other woman and go to the other side, to the other end of the fence, he literally went around us to go at her again, and he was growling and snarling and jumping on the fence, and we were trying to tell him to get down, go sit down. The dog's name was Sam. But it was as if he was ignoring this woman here, but something in this one. He made that dog, because y'all know what I'm talking about if you have a dog. Anyone who has dogs and have seen them act a certain way. He made eye contact with this woman, and he was growling as if, you stay away from here, you evil person. Now, when we saw that, we tried to play it off. We told the dog to go sit down or whatever. But when we got in the house, we were like, it was something about that woman that this dog did not like. Because he did not respond to the first woman this way, but to this one, he was trying to tell us, open up your eyes. Keep her away from here. Now, many times children will have those same, some people call it intuition or discernment about people. And this is because their minds and their bodies haven't been fully tainted or calcified with the cares of this life and with the food and all of that. I feel like the more we grow, the older we get, all these things are affecting our bodies and our minds, and we have no idea what's happening. And anyone who even speaks of decalcification of the pineal gland is deemed evil and wicked and dealing in sorcery. This is because our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Now, wicked people are doing their thing. They are performing their wickedness. They are dealing in the powers of darkness on a daily basis, using sorcery and witchcraft against Yah's people. But we are so afraid of knowledge and understanding, of clarity, of the power of Yah itself. We are so afraid that we are running around spiritually skittish, calling everything wicked and evil. That is how we are operating. This is why you don't see the manifestation of the power of Yah among his children like we did back in the day. Because first of all, we don't even understand it. Second of all, we don't even accept it. Many even reject the power of Yah, reject the power of even healing. I've had people say to me and my husband that they don't believe Yah or the Most High is healing in this day and time. They believe that he's going to bring it back, but they don't believe that it's happening now. This is because a lot of our people have become spiritually dead. And so anything spiritual, any talk of spirituality, whether it's explaining the powers of darkness or whether it's promoting the power of Yah, our people don't understand it. They don't accept it. They don't agree with it. So therefore, they attack it. And they call it all evil. We have been spiritually flatlined as a people. We were always very spiritually connected to the Most High and his power. This is why when the apostles spoke and told Ananias and Sapphira what their outcome was going to be because they lied to the Ruach HaKodesh, Sapphira was told the same people that carried your husband out of here is going to carry you out of here because you have lied to the Ruach HaKodesh. The power of Yah manifested right then and there because these people understood the power that they held. Why is it that the handkerchief of the Apostle Paul was able to heal? Why were our people able to lay hands on people and they were healed? We are getting further and further away from the power of Yah. This is why he's going to have to divinely touch us again. He says, in the last days, family, he's going to have to pour it out. He says, I'm going to pour out my Ruach HaKodesh on all flesh. He's going to pour it out so that that manifestation of his power can show itself again. because many of us are running from it. We're afraid of it because we don't understand it, so we are calling it evil. How is your pineal gland evil when you were born with one? That's the question many of you will not address. And anyone who even attempts to say, look, eat right, drink the right drinks, eat the right foods to repair your pineal gland, all of a sudden you get all of these attacks from people who claim to know the truth, people who claim to be connected to the Most High, saying how wicked and evil you are, how you're promoting something very dangerous. And none of these people can really explain to you why having a repaired pineal gland is dangerous. They just say the things that they've heard others say. As I've said, anything, any part of your body can be used for wickedness or evil. You have people committing fornication and adultery and stealing and robbing and lying and cheating and doing all kinds of things. Those are just as wicked. Now, if a person decides that they want to purge their bodies of chemicals that are causing them not to think straight or not to be able to see things clearly or hear things clearly or to discern things, show me, how is that wrong? How is that evil? The pineal gland is there for a reason. It is there for a reason. It is in your body. Get yourself a medical book. Have yourself checked out if you want to and ask your doctor, where is it located if you don't believe you have one? If you don't believe you have a pineal gland, ask somebody. Do your own research and see what it is for. And if you come back with a determination that your pineal gland is evil and wicked, you need an appointment with a surgeon to have it removed, as I stated before. If you have a heart condition, do you not try to repair that heart condition? If your kidneys or liver are not functioning properly, do you not try to repair them so that they can function as they are supposed to? If any of your organs are not functioning properly, don't you do everything in your power to try to get them functioning properly? What's the difference with your pineal gland? It is there. If you have a tumor in your brain, don't you want it removed? Because the tumor doesn't belong there. That's an invader. Your pineal gland belongs there. Some of you rather keep the tumor and get rid of your pineal gland. How foolish is that? You're trying to figure out how to get rid of it. You're probably glad that they're calcifying it for you. Giving you all these things to help the process along. As if you're saying, oh, I'm so glad that they're giving us all this food to mess that thing up because I don't want that pineal gland acting right. I need that thing to shut down because it's evil. So you're telling them to kill your pineal gland because somebody else told you it was wicked and evil. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And things that we don't understand before we get understanding, we just simply call it wicked. We write it off. Oh, that's wicked. That's evil. You're teaching foolishness. Just because you don't understand something doesn't automatically qualify it as evil, wicked, or foolish. You are just one who lacks understanding. If you are a person who knows that you have a pineal gland and you've accepted that, like the person who contacted me the other day and asked how do you decalcify it? In other words, you're asking me, how do I repair my pineal gland that I was born with? At this point, I would say to you to do all the research that you can do. We do know for a fact that it starts with what we eat and what we drink. It starts there. I shared this testimony with a few. We recently did a 3-day fast. And during this fast, I felt my mind being clear. I felt free. I didn't feel hungry, but I felt something happening to me on the inside. I felt a release. I felt a freedom during this fast. But let me tell you what else happened. After the fast, as soon as I ate something, it's like my spirit started to spiral downward and I felt heavy. I felt tired, sluggish. That feeling, or that, should I say, that high that I had during the fast was gone. It is something in this food, family. We were talking to another couple the other day about even that they call organic. These people are lying to us. They're just slapping the label on. But some of this stuff is not truly organic. They have just justified a way to charge you more money for something that they know is not organic. Listen, family, I would say that we need to get an understanding about our bodies and why we are going through the things we're going through. Do some research about the pineal gland and what its function is. Stop being one of those who rejects knowledge and goes after these lying fables of the Christian church, telling you something is evil or wicked when they know not even, have not a clue about what it is and what it was to do. You owe it to yourself to repair any part of your body if it's been harmed in some kind of way. You get a broken leg, don't you try to do something to fix it? If your pancreas isn't working right, don't you want to repair it? The same with your pineal gland. We need to get an understanding because there is a reason why. There is a reason why the food has been attacked the way it is, because they know what goes in you becomes a part of you. They know this. And so they've infiltrated the food in order to destroy your mind. Okay, family. With that, I will say shalom.